Hi, this is Shreng Siddharth once again. Welcome to the next video of this module of Object-Oriented Programming in Java. In this video, we will talk about what is a getter and setter and what are their significance while defining any class in Java. Now please check out my previous video before proceeding with this video, because this is the second part of the object-oriented programming in Java. So in the previous video, we checked out what is a class and what are the objects in Java. Now previously, we saw how do we define any methods and the properties, and how do we initialize the properties of any class, such as dog1.breed equal to pug, age equal to 10, and so on. Now if I tell you that there is one alternative way, and that alternative way is actually the recommended way to initialize all the field variables. So here comes the getter and setter into picture. So here again we have public class dog, string breed, int age, and string color. We have the three properties. Now if I ask you that when you create an object dog1, we should never initialize the properties of breed, age, and color by directly calling dog1.breed, dog1.age, and dog1.color. Now previously we used dog1.breed equal to pug, so we accessed the breed field variable directly. Now if I tell you that this is not the way to do it, that is, this is not the way to set the values to the breed variable equal to pug, and if you want to retrieve the value and print it out, then what you will do, system.out.println dog1.breed, right? Now again, this is not the way to access and get the value of any properties. So the alternative way to set the value and get the value is to use the getter and setter, such as this method public void set breed having some parameter and breed equal to b. Fine, and here we have public string get breed, return the breed string, right? So how do we use the getter and setter, and what is it all about? So here on the left hand side, we will use the same dog space dog1 equal to new dog, but now this time I will simply use dog1 dot set breed method and simply pass pug as a parameter. Now this pug is actually the string variable, right? So when this statement is executed, it will simply trigger this method setBreed. So here this pug value will simply come in place of b, and now this b will be assigned to this field variable of breed, right? Now this breed and this breed is exactly same. So now this breed variable will now get the value of pug. Now since this method is being used to set the value of breed, so it is actually known as the setter method. And now proceeding forward, suppose if I use this method dog1.getBreed and print the value in the output console, right? So this dog1.getBreed will simply trigger this method getBreed, and this method will simply return the value of the breed. Now since this method is actually returning some value to print it out in the output console, so this method is actually known as the getter method in Java. So always try to use the setter and getter methods to print and set the values, instead of accessing the properties of breed, age, and color directly that we have done here. So always use the method of getter and setter in Java. So this was all about the getter and setter concept in Java. And now, similar to these methods such as setBreed and getBreed, we can have the getter and setter functions for the integer age, string color, and so on. Since the space was less, so I simply showed you the getter and setter method of just one field variable, that is breed. So thank you for watching. This is Shreng Siddharth signing off, and please like, subscribe, and comment below this video. Thank you and have a good day.